Yo.
Hi, I'm Alice Crawley and welcome to Alice TV. I'm here to help you find your voice, step into your power to create meaningful work and a wonderfully wealthy life. Do you ever find yourself avoiding difficult conversations because they are uncomfortable and hard to initiate? Perhaps there's a conversation that you know you need to have with your boss or friend, but every time you think about doing it, you feel a tightening in your stomach. When I was in a lot of debt and out of control with my finances, I noticed that I totally avoided having difficult conversations. I avoided conversations with my employer, with my boyfriend, creditors, and friends because the idea of having a disagreement or an upset was too much to stomach. My avoidance kept me from dealing with really important matters in my life, like money and relationships. In 2004, when I made the decision to turn my money ship around, I knew I had to stop avoiding difficult conversations. If I was going to change things for myself and my finances, I'd have to start putting myself out there and having whatever conversations were necessary to change my situation. I had to start building and flexing my conversation muscles. And now that my communication muscles are defined and I know how to use them, conversations around money are a lot easier. So here are my top 3 tips for having hard conversations, particularly around money. First, avoid rehearsing what you're going to say. I used to approach hard conversations with a perfect pitch of what I wanted to say. I would rehearse in front of the mirror and practice it in my head for days. Then when the conversation happened and I had someone across from me explaining their side of things, I totally lost my ground. So remember, hard conversations aren't a monologue, they're an exchange. And an authentic, meaningful conversation takes 2. Second, be flexible in your approach. While you want to stay focused on the best outcome, it's also important to stay flexible in your approach. Your counterpart may have unexpected suggestions, angles, or ideas that will lead to a great outcome for you both. So stay open to the possibility of new suggestions and perspectives. The more flexible you are in how your goal is reached, the more likely it is you'll reach an agreement. And third, approach the exchange with respect. It's so easy to get charged about difficult conversations, but if you come at the discussion with edge and anger, it's less likely that you'll be able to come to an amicable agreement. Remember, the person you're dealing with has their own point of view, just like your own. So mutual respect for them and you, have that, and you'll be far more likely to get a desirable outcome. Now, I use these tips every time I'm approaching a conversation around money or anything else with my husband, my employer, or a business associate. So now I'd like to hear from you. What difficult conversations have you been postponing? Consider what conversation you've been avoiding and take the opportunity to strengthen your communication muscles by taking action this week. Connect, book a meeting, or send an email and have the conversation. Use my top 3 tips and let me know how it went. For extra support, if you haven't done so already, visit my website, alicecrawley.com, and take the Money Style Finder quiz. You'll find out what your relationship is with money and get a free report on your money style so you can start transforming your finances today. And if you know somebody who might benefit from learning about this approach to difficult conversations, please share the love and wonder. Thank you so much for joining me here on Alice TV. Let's go build a wonderfully wealthy life this week.